He said he was gonna let me. He said he was gonna tell me. All right. Let's see. How do you do this? Yeah, no, I'm a little slow a little bit. All right, Louis, what's good?
What's up, Ebony?
Hey, hey. All right, so look, y'all. Can you hear me good?
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let me get it together. Rashad just called me with his shenanigans. But yeah, thank you for coming to the channel. If you are catching a replay, do me a favor, like, share, comment, hit the bell to be notified so that when I drop a new video, you will get an alert. All right, so today on Lunch Table Talk, we have my boy, my coworker Louis, and I just want to thank Louis for coming on the show. So how you feeling today, Louis?
I'm feeling good, man. And Ebony, thank you so much, man, for giving me the opportunity, the chance, man, to hop on your platform, man. And it's,
Yeah, yeah.
you're in a privilege, man, to be considered, to be thought.
Man, listen,
Hey,
listen. You got
I didn't
you.
know, but are we matching colors? Nah. I, I see my other boy shade too.
You know what it is. But yeah, you know what? You got a story, and I feel like the world need to hear it. Okay, I mean, shoot, you just never know. It might help somebody that might be going through it. You know?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So today we're gonna be talking about breaking the cycle of addiction, right? And so, would you like to like give like a short story of like how you became or what, like like your story?
Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to start on May 1st. I'll be celebrating 7 years clean. Uh, I haven't took a drink. I haven't taken a sniff of anything, man. As much as I wanted in these past almost 7 years, I've actually I've held back, right? But at least for me, my journey started of addiction. I mean, now in recovery, where I'm at today, and after working on myself, like getting into deep of what addiction is all about, like
Mm-hmm.
addiction was present like long before I even touched dope, long before I actually took in a substance, right, to make me feel different. Like
Right.
for me, addiction is like the rush. I remember, man, being even in prior to sixth grade, like stealing candy. It was a rush.
Mm.
Getting
Mm-hmm.
stuff, it was a rush. Lying was a rush. I remember the first time I actually consumed some. It was a hot beer in my neighbor's backyard. Man, they had a 6 pack of MGDs, and for some
Mm-hmm.
reason, want to I just want to drink it, right? And even
Uh,
just right there, man, didn't like the taste of it, but just the rush of getting away with something, that's
right.
and eventually that evolved into when junior high, man, was actually the first time I took a hit of some weed, man. And at that particular moment in time, I just wanted to be a part of, it wasn't no peer pressure or none of that, as other people's story may be or whatnot. Is that no, there was a void within me, man, and then I wanted to be down. And at that particular moment of time, like there was a couple of cats that I was rolling with that I wanted to be a part of.
Right.
Today, recovery, Ebony, like I could admit that today, at that time I couldn't admit I was trying to be down and I was that wannabe per se, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take it that far, man. But like I wanted to be a partial bad, man, because I just didn't even know who I was, and that fear of rejection, the fear even of neglect, even from my peers at school, right? Or he
Mm-hmm.
down enough, or he's not cool enough, right? The fear,
Right.
and on top of that, in our reality, man, at the household, it was it was unstable. My dad my dad's an addict himself, or he was an addict himself. Well, he's an addict, man. I will say that and he would disappear every other weekend. So that caused some kind of like instability, man, and insecurity. I didn't know that then. I know that now. That it caused
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking for validation in all the wrong places, right? Let
Mhm.
alone mom, up to this day, she's still working at the same job. It's gonna be 40 years, and I wish I could say that she's owning the company right now, but no, sadly
Mhm.
report that she's still kind of like on the bottom of the levels right there at the job. But anyways, her main focus was just going to work, and going to work, and regardless of what happened, right? So even that lack of, I don't want to say lack of attention, but yeah, the lack of supervision as well, because my mom was focused on that. But
Mhm.
the bud, turned into something else, later on. Like I took a hit of another substance that I want to say graduated to,
Mhm.
that for a whole ride in itself. At this particular time already, I was already 17, 18, and there were some issues at home. My dad gets deported already for the third time. My mom wasn't having it no more. She gave 17 years of her life trying to make it work with my pops, and obviously my pops wasn't getting it. And at that time, man, like I hit the streets with my dad because I wasn't ready to get the new guy in, or now, which is today. I wasn't gonna be down with that, man. And eventually, rocking with my pops, I started smoking what he was smoking, man. So me and my pops, we were doing dope together, and did the motel thing together. We did the homeless shelter together, and all of that, man. Eventually,
Mhm.
years later, man, I went up north, and they didn't have what I was smoking down here up there. They had the other stuff, and I
Mhm.
talking really fast and sweating my ass off, and biting my ear off, stuff like that. Seeing people a lot more, not sleeping, not eating, and and,
Mhm.
and that took me for a whole different avenue that eventually like brought me to my knees, man. I think too, me being a father, man, at 20, I thought that it was gonna help me to pump my brakes, and it just,
Mhm.
and again, not now that I'm in recovery, I'm able to see, my excuses and my justifications, right? Which there are no excuses, but they're definitely reasons at the particular moment. I didn't know,
Right. Right.
yeah, that's just
So so
don't want to get into details. I'm all for it, but just that's the whole main thing. I mean, becoming an addict.
so what was the moment when you realized that you had a problem with addiction? Like when did you realize it?
Hey, when I try to collect the EBT card, and that was when I started smoking with my pops, because this fucking guy was, how much food stamps you got? I'm like, can we get some with food stamps? And man, I was like, this is a problem. I mean, knowing that we're gonna be hungry in the morning, Ebony, and yet still smoking every single dollar, that was a problem. Not worrying about it.
Yeah.
Being at the motel about to check out, and yet with no money in our pockets, that was
Mhm.
thinking that selling the only vehicle that we had at the moment for transportation because we can't pay the tax, so it's better to sell it, to smoke it. To the plan was to smoke the money, was a problem. Like I knew from at least then at that time, 17, 18 years old, man, that it was a
Mhm.
problem. That was a problem.
Oh yeah. So how did your addiction impact like your relationship with family and friends?
Oh, it robbed me. I mean, it definitely. I feel like I'm still like not suffering, but dealing with the I tend to like how can I say, man, like a retreat or a revert, from family functions.
Mhm.
It was only me and my dad, me and my dad, me and my dad, and at that time, like nobody else existed. Not only because we were in active addiction, but the shame and the guilt of
Yeah.
all the family knew, and that was one of my issues at that time. That was a resentment at that time. Like, if you guys knew that I'm getting high with my dad, why didn't nobody step in, man? Why didn't nobody?
Right.
Martin, you're messing up. Don't take Louis down that road. No, I felt at that time that people were just getting a bag of popcorn and a soda and just watching the show unfold. Nobody
Wow.
that's how I felt at that time. Today in recovery, my people didn't know no better, man. I don't know how.
Mhm.
Yeah, but in my family, man, when things like this, especially sticky situations, we're not equipped. We're not. Education is not as out there as it is today, like it was 20 years from now.
Right, right,
And even then, the little education that was there, my people, we're not gonna go to no therapist, no counseling. No, we're gonna deal with it at home. And I
right.
think acted in a negative way as well that nobody really stepped in. But as far as for my relationships, man, like I secluded myself. You know, the little self-esteem that I had, like I smoked it. The little bit of confidence that I had, like I smoked it. And even when I was high on dope, man, like if for me, there's some individuals, man, that I've heard in recovery. Oh, I used to get high and I bust missions and I do all this and I'm this. Nah, I'm the type that peekaboo addict, behind the blinds addict, like turn off the lights. You know, they're
Yeah.
watching. You know, I'm that type of addict, man.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, like it robbed me, and even now today in recovery, like I feel like I am even recovering now how to have a friendship, how to have a relationship, whether it's intimate or just platonic.
Mm-hmm.
Let I'm reconnecting with my family. Like today, man, like my aunt, like she calls me mijo, and this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever heard in the past over 20 years, and for the past 7 years, like I hear it like a lot more sincere. I mean,
Yeah.
but now today, like it has a pretty ring to it, man. Her husband, you know what I'm saying, like looks at me in the eyes today and hey, look how you doing, man, and it's wonderful, man. It's a wonderful feeling, but yet I still get intimidated, and I believe is the effects. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
noticed, Ebony, but even at work, man, I could get a little timid. You know, I could close off a little bit, man. And even though I'm being included, in the back of my mind, I don't know if it's an addict within me, but it's like, nah, let's exclude ourselves. And that's when I
Mm-hmm.
gotta put in a little bit more effort, right, to change those things. And eventually, like, I don't want to say I'm gonna become normal, but those
Mm-hmm.
little things I believe addiction, took away from me, man. I still feel like I'm that 17-year-old kid sometimes, because I stopped growing at that time. I stopped developing, let alone when I first took the drink of anything at 9 years old, or took the first hit of weed at 12 and 11. Excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
13. So
Mm-hmm.
it's little things like that. But I'm fully.
So I just want to say congratulations to the 7 years of being of your sobriety. You know what I'm saying? We want to give you a round of applause for that, man. Tiffany is over here. Give you a round of applause too. Period. Pooh. And I just want to say, listen, you deserve to be in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like having worked with you, it's been a pleasure. Okay, like I feel like what I'm saying. We amigos. Period.
I don't see nothing else like that. Hell yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's with the whole team, and
Yeah.
I'm in a perfect zone to start practicing that, and even you guys, man, giving me that little leeway, man, of somewhat being myself, even though if I might be awkward at times, because I'm even awkward to myself. There's no, oh, and
Yeah.
how would anybody else think that? But again, this is my process, man, and there's no fast forward here. I'm
Right.
get better in these areas whenever I do get better. And the good thing though is that I'm willing though, and then I'm open and I'm honest, and even though I might be timid, like I'm not, it doesn't rob me from be like, you know what, I need help in this area and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I let loose whenever I get a
Mm-hmm.
chance.
And I love that too about you is that when you do need help, like you don't just sit to the corner and just be like I'm scared to ask this. Like you ask questions. You get what I'm saying, and then also you allow it. Like you give great insight and shoot. I love it. I love our conversations and dialogues that we have. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Tiffany said you're inspiration to us. Can you hear me? I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, right now you went out, you disconnected like.
Oh shoot! I was just saying. Tiffany even said that you were a big inspiration to us and our team.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so here's another question. So what was like your biggest fear about getting sober?
Um, responsibility, man. Gotta pay rent, gotta go get a job, gotta
Mm-hmm.
be present, you know, all those little things, man. Like today, like I said, after getting into recovery and working the steps, man, I came to find out that that's one thing that active addiction, it relieved me from, you know, uh, um, the responsibility part. So now, being like a dependable, reliable, and all of that, You know what I'm saying? It was scary for me because I wasn't dependable. I wasn't reliable. You know, there was nobody really wanted Louis around anyways, man. And let alone now, like, oh man. Well, today is a little different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's
Okay.
going on here, but
You can see me?
you might be disconnected. This is so powerful. It's messing up the connection, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Can you hear me?
We're gonna wait around, see what's the deal.
Can you hear me? Louis. Hello? Can you see me, Tiffany? You, let me see if I drop them to come back up. Let's see.
I
How
got you.
you? Oh, you can see me?
I can see you right now. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's the enemy. But listen, we're gonna keep it moving, okay?
For sure.
Period. All right. So a few questions about like, your sobriety and recovery. So what has been like the most difficult part of your sobriety journey?
Well, it's been stages. Right now, everything I feel like I went through the most difficult part because it's actually like for me now looking back, it was the first year. You know, of
Mm-hmm.
having the first 30 days, right? Like it's just not just getting the urges, man. Like a stop sign was a trigger. The exit, Long Beach Boulevard on the 105 was a trigger for me. I would have to go all the way to Wilmington or Central sometimes, man. A certain music, I couldn't listen to certain music, man. Certain movies, I couldn't watch no certain movies. Breaking Bad at the time was a main thing, you know, and it was all about meth, right? I couldn't watch any of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Today, man, like all of those things that don't affect me at all that much because again, like I have addressed them, all these triggers, or whatever was bothering me at that time. You know, social media became even like a trigger, like something that would bother me because I would see people living their lives or somewhat quote unquote portraying a life on social media and me not even coming close to it. I can't even fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? Of putting
Mm-hmm.
social media and not living up to that standard, and that made me feel less than. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
now today, man, like even addressing those things, like I know what could elevate me and what could bring me down. Like I'm fully aware now today.
So with you talking about your cravings and like triggers like that would come up like in the early stages, like what kept you grounded or like what helped you to like get past that?
All right. Well, at that time, man, the only when I went into recovery, I sought professional help. I sought an outpatient program, and I would do these classes, these groups, so 3 times a week. I quit my job, whatever job I had at the time. I told my
Mm-hmm.
pop, like, you know what, I need help, man. I can't do this. You know, I need a professional help, and I'm gonna enroll into this program. So that kept me busy, you know. And on these, I want to say it was like maybe 5, 6, 7 of us, and I was the only one raising my hand. I always wanted to read. I wanted to, you know, I read. I don't know what I wanted, Ebony, but I didn't want what I was having. I didn't want that life no more, man. And I guess the counselor, the facilitator, took a liking to me, man. And at the end of one of those groups in the first week, he's like, "Hey, yo, Louis, there's a 12-step program that you could probably go to, man. It's a fellowship, which I'm a member of Narcotics Anonymous myself. And these meetings, man, you go to these meetings and just check it out. And sure,
Mm-hmm.
like, man, I went into that meeting and I felt like stage, right? Like this is where I'm at. People
Mm-hmm.
talking about their issues, people talking about their successes, people talking about their insecurities, man. And I felt so comfortable enough to just start opening. So early stages of recovery, man, I would hit from one meeting to another meeting to another meeting, you know. And after
Mm-hmm.
that, possible another meeting. And I was lucky enough to land in an area, man, that they have a 10 o'clock meeting at night, every night, 7 days a week, man. And I remember, man, that meeting, even to this day, man, it still works for me, man. I'm at service to that meeting on Thursdays at 10 o'clock at night, man. And I still attend those meetings, man, but I had somewhere to go. You know,
Mm-hmm.
having nowhere to go and just ending up back at the garage, ending up with those people that I usually rock with, you know. So I had somewhere to go.
Okay. So and that's crazy that you like ended it with that because my next question was going to be like, so what's like the routines or like people or mindsets that help you stay clean? So from what I'm hearing is going to like the NA meetings
Yeah.
and what else?
Okay. That's the big part there, Vinny, was the
Mhm.
because everything else, like new friendships, relate, new activities. They got. I don't dance, but there, they got little functions, got little barbecues and stuff like that, and
Uh-huh.
in those like little, basic, basic little outings, even going to the beach or to going to the pier or
Hmm.
meet a group of people and let's go hit this meeting and fucking over there, Canoga Park or something, right? Or San Pedro or out the area, like in Orange County, go, not too long ago, I went to Indio,
Yeah.
for a meeting, you know,
Hmm.
addict like me, we don't drive no 3 hours to go, or at least me, to go get dope. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that. But for a minute,
Yeah.
and that's my today that I want to say that's my new dope today, man. Because there's an energy, Ebony, within the meetings, man, and only those that have gone to the meetings could probably possibly feel it. But there's a positive energy, man, that I have I have felt within the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous, man. It's unexplainable, man, it ain't that I'm addicted to it, and I can't say that I can't live without it, man. But it definitely, like, that is my source, man. Like, this is my foundation, not only
Hmm.
meetings but also sponsorship. I got this dude that's been helping me, guiding me, you know what I'm saying, through the steps, right?
Hmm.
Anything whatnot that I can't. And I'm an open book, man. Even in the meetings, like, I'll share things that nobody probably want to share, but that's just
Right.
my. But it prepares me to, like, with that one-on-one with my sponsor, for some
Hmm.
reason helps me out too. And I got a group of guys, man, and even a group of females, man, a simple good morning, Ebony, how you doing? Hope you have a good day, type of thing. It helps out. Keep the positivity, up. That's
It
definitely
go
helping
it
me out.
goes a long way. I get it, yeah. And I love that for you, like how you were just sharing that, like, um, the idea of driving far for a meeting, like, was not in your psyche, you
Mhm.
know. But now that's something that you do, and when you're going and you're driving, you're experiencing new things, you're seeing different places. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's beautiful.
A privilege, Ebony, to be in my car, man. Legit, license straight, insurance. Like, sometimes it's crazy, my son, but I want to get stopped sometimes, man, so I can show my insurance. Insurance is expensive, man. And I don't get to show it off to nothing or no one, right? So I don't be flagging down the cops, but it's like, come on, man, stop me, man. Let's rock.
Right.
Today, I can't wait for the black and red lights, behind me. It's exciting because it's like, let's do this. Hands on the wheel, put the windows down, and how you doing, sir? Like, it's just exciting, man. It's a new way of living, definitely. Even to get out of my comfort zone, the black and white cars always terrified me, for whatever reason or another. Even in my recovery, it was just the trauma of it. Every time you see a black and white car, oh no, and even if we weren't doing nothing wrong, we just get all tensed up. Today,
Right.
man, we good. We straight. And that in itself, man, like, even traveling down the road, like hitting the 10 freeway, like, yeah, it feels good whipping the car right now today, legit. And having the 2 3 guys with me, man, to go to this meeting, man, like, definitely a beautiful experience, man. To even be talking about what we're gonna eat, that's crazy. I had it
Yeah.
like me. We don't eat. I mean, or at least for me, when I was on one, I don't eat. We're not talking about nothing of none of that. It's about how
Right.
much we're gonna get, and what's gonna be the cut for everybody, type of thing. And then we,
Hmm.
so that is
So
new.
so Nirvana said, I get scared of. So first off, Nirvana, she congratulated you, um for
Thank
sharing your story and being so transparent. Michaela's in the chat too. She said, shout out to Louie. She's applauding you as well. But Nirvana says she gets scared going out to hang out because I know folks will party. So, when you get invited out, like how do you handle those situations?
you. Well, again, recovery for me has been in stages. In my first year, there was no way I couldn't go to the family functions, because in my family, cracking open a beer and giving it to you and you're not taking it is a sign of disrespect, right? And them even opening it. So I didn't want to put myself in those situations. Eventually, man, I was able to start going to those, and it was suggested from my support group and even from those in the meetings that in those family functions or even just outings like that, when there's going to be alcohol or people
Mm-hmm.
party, take a buddy with you, to take somebody else in recovery, or to have a exit plan. oh, guess what, guys? Like, I gotta go. Something came up. When it started getting too a little crazy and whatnot, something come up, guys. I gotta go, man. I'll catch you with you guys later, man. It was good to see you guys and book it.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah.
gonna, oh, come on, you're always doing this and always, man, whatever it may be. Don't today, like I don't have to explain myself. And obviously today now, like if I know it, like if it's gonna get too crazy, I just don't show up because my
Uh,
recovery is more important than for be people pleasing anybody that is not on this way of living. And I'm not trying to be over there promoting recovery either. Like you should have been drinking and you shouldn't be getting high. No, by all means, go ahead, man. Do your thing. Just don't try to impose that upon me or get bothered when I decline the offer. Like
right.
I was invited to my cousin's little birthday, and my people started taking shots with Jamaica from Mexico. They brought some biscuits from Mexico, and I was like, and they were all pouring their shots, and I'm right there at the table, and I got offended because nobody offered me nothing. Like I wanted to say, no, I'm okay, I'm good. No, like the people knew. My people knew, like, don't offer Louis nothing. He's in recovery, I guess. But I got offended because I'm at the table and they're all pouring their shots and drinking, and nobody offered me one. And I guess that was a sign of respect. But I took it as disrespect. Like, at least, come on, at least let me say no, man. Today I want to, guys, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And even,
Yeah.
I ate my plate. I let them. I saw that it was shot after shot after shot, and then the madness started remembering when I used to be like that. Because I remember when drinking, I don't drink just to drink casually. No, I drink to get stupid. Take off my
Mm-hmm.
wanting to fight. I'm gonna start crying. Do you remember when this, and that? I'm that type of drunk. That's me. I don't know that little sip. What is that? We don't sip. We
Oh, that's
bounce.
me, child. I do a little sip, child.
May not have a problem like but I got a problem, and I'll rock that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sudden hearing, where's Louis? Gone. You know what I'm saying? Gone. But so today, going back to like to have an exit plan, going with somebody else, that you can trust and they could again support you, whatever it may be. And when it starts getting too crazy, man, you have the choice and the right to like book it and let's bounce.
Right. So look, Nirvana said, "Great idea, exit plan. I love it." So you giving some strategies for people that might want, they might not feel comfortable going out and hanging, but I didn't even think about that. Like
Yeah.
being able to go and then just be like, okay, you know what? All right, I'm gonna bounce. Like when it starts getting uncomfortable, or when I know like it's getting a little too much for me to handle, boom, I'm out of here. That was a great strategy.
And,
That was good.
or really want to see you do good. Obviously, they're not gonna pressure you into doing anything you don't want, and they're gonna start noticing, man, that every time it does get crazy, you start looking at it, and maybe they even tone it down. Because my people even like I said, even start bringing the bottle into the kitchen and after that, people become a little bit more considerate because people are adapting to the new you, to the one that don't want to mess up.
That's what's up.
Because again, I was the one to Louis comes for getting stupid. Be careful. Contrary to now, Louis comes is like, what's wrong with Louis? Why ain't Louis ain't drinking? And eventually like they ended up knowing that I'm not about that no more, and it's just a whole different other.
That's what's up. All right, so look. So what are some myths about sobriety that you like to debunk? Is it anything about sobriety? Like how they have these myths? Like, have you heard anything like outlandish or off the wall that you like to debunk?
No, at least for right now, no, I don't think so, man. All I know is that the program that I'm working, Ebony, it's been working for me, man. It's definitely been working, and you know what? People the other people, want to invite me to church, because they see how active I am in meetings, and I
Mm-hmm.
really like let them know, like, I think I reconnected with God in the meetings. As crazy as it may sound, I connected. I feel His presence more in the meeting than that the times that I've been to church. And I'm not knocking down church whatsoever at all. To each their own. But I have church and whatnot. But it's just the relationship that I got with a quote unquote with a higher power, which I like to call God, and I break it down to Jesus Christ, right? But in the meetings, we call it a higher power out of respect for anybody else's, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel him there, man. Like I talk to my higher power, like I'm talking to you, chop it up. and a curse word might come out here and there. Even that in itself, I think people have myths about recovery, and they're not even in recovery. That they got their opinions to say, and it's like, come and debunk this, man. Come and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Step work, get yourself a sponsor, and tell me you're not gonna change. Because the main one of the main one of our foundations here in recovery is working the steps. One, two, and three, way to 12. Right? And one is accepting and surrendering. Two is coming to believe, and three is making a decision to turn your will and your life over. And I'm just, I'm paraphrasing here, but even that in itself, man, that like that little formula right there can be applied to everything or anything, but at least for me, man, like this program is working for me, man. Like it's been good. I know my people has been even benefited. I know Louis, my son, even though he don't want to tell me, give me his props sometimes, I'm pretty sure that he's proud that his dad is not spun out tweaking balls, no more, you know what I'm saying? Or
Absolutely.
and I tend to just bite my ear.
Not bite your ear off, child.
I see these cats, Ebony. I seen these cats, man, and I don't miss it. I don't miss it, man, and I feel sorry for them, dude. People talking in the stuff in the street. That could be me, man. And if I
Mm-hmm.
stop this, if I stop on this path that I'm on, that's gonna be me. That's definitely gonna be me. That. That's why I know for myself that this program has been working, man, and I'm willing, man. I want to live today, Ebony. I no
I
longer want.
hear you.
And I don't know what that looks like. And even though living consists of a lot of more responsibilities, man, a lot of bills and this heavy ass rent over here, like I said, car insurance, is a little intimidating. Prices, everything's going up. But even that in itself, man, like I want to experience that. I want to live,
Mm-hmm.
die, and I don't want to run no more, man. Like I want to really enjoy myself, and I don't even know what that looks like sometimes. But I know it's not that. That's for sure. If I know anything, it's not that life no more, man.
So what do you wish people would understand about like addiction?
That is today I do believe that it's a disease. I thought that depression and anxiety
You
was a,
did.
and and today
All right.
is a disease, man. And sometimes, man, we don't have a choice, especially when we don't have nothing else to do but that. I saw this video, man. I don't know. Somebody mentioned, and I'm gonna paraphrase this real quick. That they put these rats in this environment with nothing to do, then they had water with heroin and cocaine, and
Mm.
rats had nothing else to do. They were just stuck on the water with the heroin and cocaine. And then they put these rats in a different environment with toys, with swings, with fucking trees and all kinds of other shit, nature shit. And they put the water with the heroin and cocaine. And the rats didn't even touch the water as much because they were too busy doing whatever they were doing, living life. And
Mm-hmm.
so, like I feel like because I didn't have nothing else to do but
Mm.
that outlet, I had no other choice, man. Today, like I'm fully aware now that I'm an adult and I'm I'm open minded to this. Like there is a choice, but because I have seen a way out, there is something else to do. Contrary to those that are stuck thinking that there's nothing else to do but to get loaded and stay high and stay numb. Like no, man, there's a way out, and I'm grateful that my God allowed me to get to this point to look at to look to the left and to the right, like, oh shit, there's an exit, contrary to just staying stuck, like zoned in, like this is my life and this is it. Being hopeless, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah,
and, I- and
that.
I walking, to feel death while you're living like a zombie, man. I've seen it, and some even people like are not even dope and they're walking around like that. You know,
Have you seen MacArthur Park lately?
I'm sorry.
I said, have you seen MacArthur Park lately?
Oh man, it's crazy.
It
It is,
is.
man. Let's not go too far. Right here in Alameda, you know,
Mm-hmm.
91. All these encampments, all these homeless encampments. Like it's just nuts, man. It's just getting too much. You know,
It's a lot.
yeah.
All right. So I got a few more questions because look, Louis told me, now y'all know I did a lunch table talk with my other coworker, Cuddy, right? He was like, now look, we ain't gonna do a whole shift on here.
Lunchtime, but it's cool.
It's just a lunchtime talk. Okay, we just doing lunchtime table talk. So my question is, if you could talk to your younger self in active addiction, what would you say? What would you say to younger Louis?
I love you, man. I love you, man. And you know what? You ain't nothing is wrong with you, man. Nothing is wrong. And you know what? The people around you don't know no better, Louis. You know, forgive them, man. And you know, on top of that, like forgive yourself, man. You know, that's
Mm-hmm.
Louis, man. I didn't hear that enough, you know. I heard, what's wrong with you, Louis? Why you do you know what's wrong with you, Louis? Something's wrong with you, you know. And even though I hear that I love you here and there, not like the way I wasn't, you know, I was molested at a really young age, man. So that in itself took me the road in itself, you know, and that created
Mm-hmm.
anger and resentment and too, you know. But I'll definitely say that, Louis, I love you, man, and we right here. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Tiffany over here talking to her phone, talking about Louis, we love you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. And so this is the last question. How important is community in your recovery?
We can't do it without it. I can't do it without it, man. I can't do it by myself. I tried it by myself. As long as I stay in the room, I'm gonna be okay, you know. And then reality, I'm only left with me and my thoughts, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we gotta pick our community very wisely, though, because here in recovery, even I have known, not everybody wants to go up the hill with you. They might act like
Mm-hmm.
they might act like they want to change, but they're still holding on to these old behaviors. And
Right.
hey man, like I know I'm feeling well, like I know where I wanna be at today. Like I wanna own property today. I wanna travel today. I wanna enjoy myself, and today, like I wanna kick it with those individuals that have that same mind,
Mindset.
right? And there's a
Mm-hmm.
community that don't want to do nothing for themselves but kick it on the block, and that's perfectly fine. I still cruise by sometimes and just hey late and I'm gone because we have
Yeah.
no more. But I know for a fact, man, like community is really important, and we have to pick and choose our friends today, man, for sure.
Period. Well, look, I am so appreciative and I'm so grateful and thankful for even just being acquainted with you and just being able to share a work relationship, like, like sharing a space with you, man. It's been amazing just to hear your journey. And I thank you for even just taking time to come and share your experience and your journey on my platform, man. That was dope. Like I really appreciate you.
Everything, man. The feelings are mutual, man. I'm really appreciative of you and the whole team as well, man. Even though I may not say it or probably even show it enough, man, but man, I got a lot of love and respect for you guys, man. And I feel like I'm in the right place, man. Even with this my recovery thing, man. To even like I said, just to receive it. You know what I'm saying? So and
Right.
then for the consideration, man, because today for anybody to consider Louis anything, man, even especially something like this, shit,
Mhm.
makes this motherfucker feel good. The fuck? But yeah.
Hey, he said he popping his collar, period. All right, y'all. Well, look, you got anything else you want to say, Louis?
Ebony, just want to thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. I loved it. And hopefully we could do this again some other time.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, this not gonna be the last time. All
Right on.
right. All
Up.
right. So y'all, thank y'all for coming by and tuning in. I hope that what I'm saying, that you got something from this. Share it out. Share, subscribe, like all that good stuff. Okay. And until the next time, y'all stay true. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.